Good time of day to all of you, my chess friends, here on the Internet Chess Club. This is Grandmaster Yermolinsky, and I'm very happy to bring you Game of the Day coverage of the opening round of the Sinquefield Cup 2015. And what a round it was. I mean, I have never had so much fun, watching chess games live. And together with Grandmaster Jan Fedorowicz, we had a blast, all 5 games ended up decisively. So, that gave me an idea. Instead of concentrating on one game, I should probably make this the fastest half an hour. I don't know if we can fit this whole thing in half an hour, but I'll try. The fastest half an hour in online chess coverage. Alright, covering all the games. And there we go. We start, of course, with Carlsen Topalov. It's no secret, but this was the most anticipated encounter, because the first tournament of this year's new Grand Chess Tour was the event in Norway Chess. And as luck would have it, in the first round of that tournament, Carlsen had white against Topalov. And he had a typical Carlsen game, which probably should have ended in a typical Carlsen win, but something totally unpredictable happened. Magnus forgot about the time control and overstepped the time limit in a position that was already won to him by force. Now, that started a chain of events that hasn't even ended yet. Magnus ended up having the worst tournament in his career, finishing in the minus, losing a bunch of rating points, and okay, now he gets a chance to redeem himself. And he goes e4. Now, this line of this Moscow variation, as it's called, knight d7, employed by true Najdorf believers, such as Garry Kasparov. Black doesn't want to exchange on d7 the bishops, and goes knight d7. Brave move it is. Now, bishop d3 looks unusual, but maybe the move order. But the idea of playing the pawn to c3, bishop to c2, and then d4, there's nothing unusual about it. And Magnus already played this before against Hikaru Nakamura. c4. Now, if you ask me about this move, I would say it's not forced, but it's not bad either. Yeah, you can play c3. True enough. There, bishop c2. There is a little bit of a tactical problem, because as you go for this stuff, there's going to be queen c7. A little bit behind in development here, right? I guess bishop d3, capture on e4, and then the rook on e1 is overloaded, and you lose the bishop on c1. There was something similar in a game between Caruana and Grischuk. Grischuk already played this position 3 times. Okay, maybe. But c4 is Magnus' move. Now, Hikaru played knight e5. And he took with the knight. And I think Magnus played e4. Or a4, rather. And then d4 on the next move. And white had compensation. Enough to get his pawn back, but Hikaru defended and saved the game. Now look at Wesley Topalov. g5. Now, is that really the best move in this position? I don't know. Does black get a good position out of this? I'm not sure. Yet, I give this move 2 exclamation marks just for its shock value. Magnus sat there for half an hour in disbelief. It's not the way he wanted to start his tournament. Magnus often has been a slow starter, and that is just a little bit too much for his system. Alright, knight g5. It's probably a principled move, probably the best. Now black does this. Bishop 2 I like more than bishop f1. And now this. Here, I really dislike the move knight a3. Well, I know there are some computer-generated variations that prove that white had a playable game after